Alright, so I'm getting ready to start building my first prop for 2017, and I figure I want to get the most difficult ones out of the way first, so that's why I'm starting with the scissor hinge prop that I'm making. I've done a good amount of research on it, and I think I am ready to start building. So follow along with me and enjoy the ride. So the first thing I am doing is cutting the crosses, the cross beams. I have a 4-foot long, 1-inch steel square rod, and I have cut them into, or I've marked them to 16-inch lengths. So I have 3 4-foot long ones and 1 6-foot long one. I have my cutoff wheel installed in my saw, and it's much easier to use than an angle grinder, which mine's not in very good shape. So I installed this. It works great for cutting this steel. So I'm going to get started on that, and I'll talk to you more when I'm done. Alright, so there is all 10 of the pieces cut. It's going to make 5 X's. I just got done grinding all of the ends down. So I'm getting ready to make the holes now. There are a lot of videos out there on making these. The best one out there is from Widowmaker Production. He does a real good job of explaining how to make sure that the holes are all perfect, and that is crucial to making this prop work. So I'll just real briefly show you what I'm doing, but go check him out, Widowmaker Production. He does a great job explaining it. Alright, so here's, I guess, sort of the jig I have set up. I have all the clamps set so that can't go twist like that, but it can't move back and forth. And I have a stop right there so it can't go any further. And yeah, it gives me a nice centered hole. So I'm going to cut all the centers and then go from there. So the next step here is to drill all of the ends. So what I've done is I've drilled one end there, and then I drilled a hole down through there so that, move this piece doesn't need to be here anymore. So that when I put this end here and drop a bolt, here into that hole, this part here will be exactly the same distance from there to there, and then from there to there. Yeah, so I need to do that with the rest of those, and we should be on our way to getting them put together. I got the first 4 done, and I'm going to put them together and see how they fit, make sure everything is is working how it should. So I'll show you that once I'm done here. So I got a 3/8 inch bolt going through the middle hole here with a washer in between there, a washer here at the end, and then a lock nut on the end there so it won't come off. And so far so good. Let me press on. Alright, so I got 2 of the cross pieces put on, and you can see it's pretty smooth there. So that's just 2 pieces, and that already goes out, what, like extra foot maybe, I don't know. That's that so far. Let me press on with getting the rest of them put on. Alright, I am getting ready to give this a test. I have the peekaboo hooked up, I have the solenoid hooked up, I have the new cylinder on, and let me see how it works. Just move in there. You saw it was kind of slow. I'm going to open up the muffler and see if that helps the air go faster. Alright, I'm going to test it again. Okay, well, that worked better. So clearly this mechanism that I have that Greg from Widowmaker Production came up with is working for me. I am going to mess around with the muffler and the speed control and see if I can get that a little more stable. I'd like it to go out, or come back in at least a little slower. Going out looked like maybe a little too fast too. So I'll mess around with that and see what happens. Then I got to work up here to get there's a thing that Greg came up with that the hands raise up as it goes out, and that's what these 2 bars are for. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. So seems to be working, and I'm pretty happy. And let me go from there. All right, we'll talk to you later. All right, I am pretty happy with this, I think. And again, this isn't going to be mounted on this chair. It's going to be actually on a wall. So it'll be a little sturdier when it comes out. So yeah, I'm happy with how this is. So I'm going to get everything set and write down the settings I have on here. It looks like that's at about 45 psi, and I have the mufflers all locked in. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Let me work on the arm thing and show you what that looks like when I'm done with that. Right, I am ready to give it a shot here. I've got everything wide open. And it looks like the PSI is around 65 like before, so let's give it a shot here. Alright, well that is still clearly not working. And this is still twisting. I don't think it's binding. It's still twisting here. But it's twisting because this bar coming out shifts. It's binding, the PVC is binding on the corner here because of the weight now. So, you know what? I think I'm just going to go, I'm going to give the other way a try with the cylinder coming out this way. And, geez. That's really disappointing. I just can't get it to come back in. Is that okay? Just that bind right here is stopping it. Cut my hand off. Just stopping it from coming in, and plus I've got all of this right here. She's a foot off of what would probably be the wall, and man, that sucks. All right, well, back to the old drawing board. See what I can come up with here in a little bit. All right, let's see what happens here. Well, not binding anymore. Let's see if I can go out a little bit better. And in a little slower. Well, you know what? I can live with that. I can tweak it once I get it put into the haunt. But for now, that seems to be working, and I'm pretty happy with it, and I am tired of messing with this thing, so we'll move on to something else. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching this, and we'll see you on the next prop.